Hi everybody, it's Alex, a regular here at Cafe Rewrite. I wanted to use this intro bit to make a couple announcements. One, I'm sorry about the quality of this video. It sucks. I was trying out a new recording software and obviously it did not work very well. Please bear with it, this is a great episode. And it is unfortunate that this had to be the one that this happened to. Also, we've started streaming. You can find us at twitch.tv/Cafe Rewrite, where you can watch us write these entire screenplays. They're great streams, they're really fun, and it makes it even better when we have people in chat. Chat provides a lot to the script, and we couldn't do it without you guys. We don't have a schedule quite yet, so be sure to follow our Twitch so you can be updated on when we go live. Lastly, you'll notice that this video was not posted on Thursday. I have decided that new videos will not go up every Thursday, they will just go up when they're ready. Anyway, pull up a seat, take out your laptop, and enjoy your time here at
Cafe Rewrite.
Yes, because Cam was 2 last time,
Okay.
and I'm 1, I think.
And I'm 2.
'Cause you're 2,
Yes.
yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yes. I'm character 1. Oh wait, or was I character 1 last time?
No, you.
Yeah.
I
you
was,
were
so I'm
character
character 2. I'm character 2. Alex is character
I'm character
1.
3
Okay.
and Cam is 1. Okay, that.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's it.
So wait, I thought I was character 3. Or no, character 2.
Cam
Yes.
is 1, Alex
Okay.
is 3.
Cam is 1. Alright.
There we go.
All right.
Now I'm excited.
Big brain.
Alright, drum roll please. Oh, Cam, you are Greg Heffley. Your first non-Family Guy character.
I know. Let's see, Alex, let's see if you get another Johnny Depp.
Oh, I'm Jared Leto Joker. Alright, and Gaz, Monica Lewinsky. Holy shit.
Hell
Holy shit. Nice.
There we go.
Whew. What a cast.
There they are.
This is going to be a really interesting one. The characters travel back in time to 1980s America, which just so happens to be character 3's least favorite cultural era.
So that's Monica Lewinsky's least favorite. Okay.
God.
Okay.
It should be the 90s.
Do we have permission to change it to the 90s?
I feel like given the fact that it's Monica Lewinsky, we have to.
Yes. I'll allow it.
Or it's like a joint effort to stop 1990s Monica Lewinsky from having sexual relations with that man. How are we gonna start this one?
Do we want to start just in the 1980s, just like a flash, and then the time machine?
That's what I was thinking. Or we start
Yeah.
them in in a diner or something.
Are you doing diner like they've already traveled back in time?
Yeah. It's the big reveal is finding out what they're there for. They're sneaking into the White House, and maybe we don't even reveal what time period it is until we get to the White House, and Monica Lewinsky bashes through the door, and her and Bill are there, you know, and then we find out, holy shit, that's what this is about.
So is present day Monica Lewinsky also going back in time with Jared Leto Joker and Greg Heffley to stop her younger self?
Yes. All right, so
So-
we'll do interior.
Interior, let's
diner.
make it a McDonald's.
Interior McDonald's.
She would be then like in her mid-40s.
Yeah.
She'd be like 44, maybe 46.
All right. The age was 46. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh,
okay,
wow.
Monica Lewinsky, 46.
Nice.
There you go.
Very nice.
Cam, how old do you think Greg Heffley is?
Oh God, he's like.
He's like 14,
10,
right?
11.
10?
He's like 10 or 11.
Greg? He's 14.
He's in middle school. He's
in middle school. Oh shit. Yeah.
So it says here that Greg Heffley aged 12 to 13 through the books.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll go with like book 1, Greg Heffley. Let's do 12. I actually have a quick question. What McDonald's has a bar?
Well, they have like bar seating.
Oh, I
didn't-
guess.
yeah.
So maybe a booth?
At a booth.
Okay, they're sitting at a booth.
Well, didn't 1990s McDonald's look fucking insane? Is that like the era where they looked like like they had the burger seats.
Yes, they did have the burger seats.
Yeah, but the burger
looking
seats
at
would have been at the
this.
bar, right?
Yeah, they're like elevated tables. What do they call them? Like high chairs, high tables?
Oh,
High top.
high top.
At a high top. Okay, Greg's opening line will be, for the last time, it's not a diary, it's a journal. It's a red notebook if we're going for the first book.
Wow.
This happens during the This happens during the first book.
Wait, I thought the first I Ever Wimpy Kid book was blue.
No, that's Roderick Rules. I mean,
Yeah.
you can fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure the first one's red.
Is it red? Fuck, it is red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Roderick Rules is the best one.
It is the best one. It's the best book and it's the best movie. I agree.
Didn't that hit Disney Plus
Is-
recently?
I have the first 3 on DVD. I don't need that shit.
Holy my god!
You have them on DVD?
Oh my god, okay. Here's my line. And this might be cut out of the video.
Oh god.
No, that's something Joker might
Yeah,
say.
that's something you would say, right?
Well, you're allowed to. I'll give you the gay word pass.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I
Thank
also
you,
give you
guys.
the gay word pass.
It's not me, it's Jared Leto Joker.
Alex needs to watch a short clip of Joker.
I think so. Have you seen the one where he's like, "You don't want no beef. You don't want no beef."
You don't want no beef? You don't want no beef?
I know Harley calls Joker Puddin'. Does Joker call her anything? This is gonna be the most researched fanfic we've done so far.
I'm imagining
I think-
movie Greg.
Yeah, I sort of am as well. We don't get a great look into his character in the book. We kind of just get his ramblings.
Yes, exactly. You know, it's a very, and just the nature of a story like that is that we only get one side of the story. It's, I
movies
might
are-
even draw the parallel. It's the same as Monica Lewinsky's book.
Holy shit! Greg Heffley and Monica Lewinsky are closer than we think. And perhaps they both feel a little rejected by society, much like Jared Leto Joker would. Wait, what the fuck does he have tortured tattooed on his forehead?
He has damage.
Damaged. Maybe they feel a little damaged from the way the world has treated them. What if Monica is like, Greg, show him the chart or something, and then Greg flips to a page in his fucking diary, and
Yes.
there's like a map.
Like in the Die Ever Wimpy Kid movies, like the sketches become the film for a hot sec, and we get this like new world in the sketches,
Yeah, so we can like establish that, and then it'll just be a lot of narration from Monica.
Okay. So write down the line here. And then I want to write the. I have a vision. I have a vision for this.
You have a vision. All right.
Pulling into the drawing world. Yeah.
As
I
well.
wanted to do something where the use of gay comes back because Monica sets it up like saying just because it's 1995 doesn't mean you can use that word as an insult. There's kind of a setup there, but we really don't have to do that.
Is the payoff gonna be like Jared Leto Joker being like, "Can I just say it once?" It's like that'll be like another Back to the Future thing. It's like when McFly fucking always gets called chicken, and he gets pissed off. It's like if Jared Leto Joker gets called gay, he goes fucking feral. Doges.
I think a guard, like a very brief moment, a guard should capture Greg.
Maybe that's what we could do. So Greg drops his diary. He's like, my
And
diary
turns
runs
around to
back
get
for
it.
it, and then
Yeah.
a shadow towers over him. He looks up, and it's a guard who grabs him by the scruff of his shirt and holds him up, laughing in his face.
Write this.
We have to have the signature something with a foot at one point.
Yeah, this particular guard is barefoot. A sinister barefooted guard.
Well, no, because it needs to be its own line. That's the thing that we've been doing, right? We've emphasized it.
Oh yeah. I'll say there are no shoes or socks.
All right, what should this knife look like?
What if there's a picture of Lola Bunny taped to it. So it's like he definitely did it. Lola is naked. Oh, or just say like Lola Bunny's tits are obscenely large. Anyways, back to the story. Have a nice time, everyone. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the story, everybody. It's just in there.
Guys,
Just
please, to the audience, please don't send us fan art of Lola Bunny with massive tits.
Yeah,
Whatever you
please
do, don't do that.
Whatever
I
you
would
do,
be so
don't do that.
mad.
I've run out of space in my Lola Bunny hard drive. Listen, guys, a terabyte is only so large.
And if I want to save the high-res ones, it's gonna take up even more space.
At the least you can do if you're gonna send me one is send a low-res picture. Oh, so should we have like a whole thing where can we just have a Bill Clinton like monologue? Like he's just like, I'm gonna,
Yes,
and he's just
yes.
it's just him being horny.
Oh my god, I like the idea that he goes, "It's good to be Bill," and then he like turns and he goes, "That's Mr. President to you," and he's having this conversation with himself.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Wait, I'll write that in. Okay, so now we need him to realize that he's horny.
I was thinking that he pulls out a picture of Lola Bunny. But I'm saying that because I'm trying to think of the resolution, because obviously the book, whatever, she no longer fucks Bill Clinton, and I remember we made a note in here that she ends up with Hillary instead. And what if her autobiography, maybe the book doesn't disappear, but it changes, and it's like my life as the first lady, and she fucking like ends up with Hillary Clinton.
Or it's like, what if the book's called My Life as the First Lady's First Lady? As she's leaving, I want him to try like sealing the deal, you know?
Oh my god,
Sends the
he should
papers
just no. She kind of like pisses him off here, right? And he's like, I don't have to do work, and then he calls to his secretary and goes, bring one of the interns in.
Yeah, oh, see, it's like it's random. I need something, what should be the last thing the penis says?
Talk to me.
No. No, it needs to be sexual still somewhat, I think. Let me come on her dress?
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's how they found out. Someone who would give me, whose only desire
It's for
is to
me
make
to come on their dress.
What the hell was even the original plot? What are we writing?
I feel like we've spent so much time in the Oval Office that I nearly forgot that Jared
Listen,
Leto
we need
Joker, Greg Heffley, and Monica Lewinsky are standing outside.
We need to set up this character.
Of course.
Gosh darn it.
Bro, he has more setup than all the others.
I'm the president.
We have given Bill Clinton the most character development.
I can
How many
have.
pages is this
I can
thing?
have. I deserve. Whatever. Whoever.
Oh my god, I am gonna check how many pages we've been sitting in the Oval Office.
We've been sitting for almost 4 pages now.
Oh yeah, almost 4 pages.
Bill.
Which is like a third of the script.
Long meaning.
Should maybe like it cuts to Monica at the receptionist's desk with the phone and being like, coming right up, sir. And then calls for different, and then her future self, or her past self, walks up to the desk, and she goes, Monica, go get Sue, and bring her, and tell her to go to the Oval Office. Like, maybe we can spin it that way now.
No, I don't want him to, like, have a sexual relation with anyone. I almost
What? Wait,
like,
What?
positions.
It's my chair, not
It-
not me farting.
It did sound like a fart.
It did.
I hope that picked up in your mic.
I hope it did too. Everyone's gonna think I'm lying. They're gonna be like, she definitely farted. I would own it if I did.
It sounded like a really good fart too. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
too. I was excited.
It would be really cool if young Monica's like, how did you guys know? And they're like, what? You thought this was our first try at this? Implying that they keep going back in time and they keep fucking up.
Like, you know, just dramatically, cinematically, that they leave her with the book. She has the book in her hands. Bill enters and she looks down. The book is gone.
Yeah.
Like young Monica.
Oh, but we
And
have
the
to do.
book
What
is-
about the Joker bit? Because if Bill's in there, she's toast.
Yeah.
He's the president. He's going to have sex with the woman in his office.
From behind. Whoops.
Fuck.
As the book of nude Lola Bunny with huge tits.
Yeah. Her breasts are still. How about what if I did? Her breasts are still unprecedentedly large.
No, we're done. We're done.
We're done.
We're done. We're gonna read through. Quick, let's do it.
Let's do
Alex,
it.
are you reading stage directions?
Yes, I'll read the scene.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll read the
Come on.
cashier. I'll read the cashier. We decided on the rest of them. Alright, go.
Interior, McDonald's, day. The McDonald's is busy as always. Families led by their kids fill the space with their bodies and voices. At the front of the line is Jared Leto Joker, 47. The cashier girl is handing him his order.
You don't want no beef?
No, just the McChicken. Thanks, pumpkin pie. Jared Leto Joker walks away from the counter towards a high-top table in the corner of the restaurant. Lounging at the high-top table is Monica Lewinsky, 46, and Greg Heffley, 12. They're each sitting on a seat that looks like a hamburger with eyes. They pick at their meals as they talk. Greg writes in a small red notebook. He looks peeved at Monica.
For the last time, it's not a diary. It's a journal.
Joker turns in to sit next to Greg. He slams his tray on the table as he speaks. Yeah, whatever, pipsqueak, it's still gay.
Just because it's 1995 doesn't mean that you can use that word as an insult.
Whatever. I didn't even ask to come to 1995. I wanted to go to the 1920s.
We can go there after. I just have some business to attend to here first. Which reminds me, we need to figure out our plan.
What do you mean? We just need to break into the White House. How hard can it be?
You don't know what we're getting into. Greg, can you pull up those drawings, sweetie?
Sweetie, I'm 12 years old. Just call me Greg, capiche?
Greg slides his journal out and flips a few pages back. He reveals a blueprint-style map, crudely drawn on the lined pages. As the map is fully revealed, the drawings expand out and fill the space. Exterior, drawing White House, day. The world appears to be the page of a journal, lines beaming from end to end. The White House appears as only an outline. Standing outside are Greg, Jared, and Monica, who appear as stick figures.
Once we get to the White House, we need to get to the 17th bush to the right of the flag. Inside of that bush is a lever. Pulling it opens up a secret underground passageway.
The drawn versions of Monica, Jared, and Greg approach the bush and discover the lever. They pull the lever and a trapdoor opens beneath them. As it opens, they all fall into it and land at the bottom. You mean like the one in National Treasure 2?
Exactly like the one in National Treasure 2. Oh my gosh, remember the scene where Nicolas Cage sticks his hand in the rock and pretends that it hurts, but then?
Okay, let's get back on track. Once we get into the secret tunnel, we have to run. Run like our lives depend on it. Because they do.
They dash through the passageway, booby traps and lasers narrowly missing them. What the hell are these? Jared narrowly dodges a flaming arrow.
At the end of the passage, there's a ladder. It will lead us into Bill's private bathroom, not too far from the Oval Office.
A slow clap echoes through the space. Bravo! Bravo! Miss Lewinsky, everybody! The paper world begins to crumble up, revealing the McDonald's behind it. Interior McDonald's. Jared Leto Joker stands on his burger seat, clapping to Monica and Greg. Everyone in the restaurant stares. After a few seconds, he stops clapping and climbs down from the chair. He strolls over to Monica, puts his arm around her, and takes out a small pocket watch with a clown behind the face. He sways it back and forth in front of her face, and her eyes follow it. But you skipped a pretty big part there, Missy. Just how do you expect to get over that fence? A piece of journal paper stretches across the space. Exterior drawing White House. The White House drawing is surrounded by a massive fence, barbed wire lining the top. Dapper guards are pacing across the lawn. Others are positioned on top of the roof with sniper rifles.
That, my friend, is where you come in. You see, once we get right up to the fence...
The drawings of Monica, Jared, and Greg stealthily walk up to the fence and look around. Fade 2. Exterior White House fence, night. Monica, Jared, and Greg stand at the fence in the same locations as their drawing counterparts. Tourists mill around and gawk at the group. Monica looks around the area while Jared and Greg watch her.
All right, Jared Leto Joker, do your thing.
Jared Leto Joker nods to her with a smirk. Jared Leto Joker pulls out a Thompson submachine gun. He instantly begins opening fire on a nearby watchtower. The sound of the bullets carry through the city. Nearby tourists start running in terror as they scream maniacally. Other guards look towards the group and point their guns at them. Monica snaps towards Joker, scowling.
I thought you said it'd be silent.
Joker looks back at her with a mischievous smirk. What's the matter, baby? This is the quietest one I've got.
Well, what the hell do we do now?
Don't hurt yourself, Toots. Now, watch me work. With one motion, Jared Leto Joker pulls out 2 packs of C4 out of his pockets and tosses them at the fence. As he poses in front of the fence, he pulls the detonator out from his other pocket. Let's boogie, baby. As Jared Leto Joker flicks the detonator switch, Monica screams and grabs Greg by the hand. She dives behind a rock and hugs her body around Greg. Joker laughs. The C4 explodes, sending pieces of fence and dirt all around the street behind them. As the smoke fades, Monica and Greg peer over the rock. Joker stands in front of the blast zone. A massive toothy grin covers his face. His clothes have been burned off and his skin is slightly cooked. His hair, now a crisp black, stands on its ends. Greg and Monica stare at him in disbelief. Jared Leto Joker gestures towards the gaping hole in the fence. After you. Exterior, White House lawn. An alarm drones in the background. Monica, Jared Leto Joker, and Greg sprint through the freshly manicured lawn. Bullets are flying everywhere. Greg's diary falls out of his backpack. He stumbles a few more feet before looking back. His shocked expression deepens. Joker and Monica continue to run, not noticing that Greg has stopped.
My diary!
Jared Leto Joker turns around without stopping. I knew it! Greg sprints towards his diary. Monica yells out to him, but her screams are drowned out by the sound of gunfire. Time slows down as Greg approaches his diary and kneels down to pick it up. A big smile tears across his face as he stares into the comforting face of his diary's cover. Suddenly, a pair of legs appear in front of Greg. There are no shoes or socks. He looks up to see a sinister guard towering over him. The guard snatches him up by the scruff of his t-shirt and effortlessly lifts him. The diary falls back to the ground face up. The guard brings him to his face so that Greg can clearly see his unhinged grin. The guard begins laughing uncontrollably. Greg attempts to turn away from the onslaught of spit. The guard slowly brings a knife up to Greg's neck. The laughing becomes unbearable. As the knife presses into Greg's skin, Jared Leto Joker's smiling head appears and rests on the guard's shoulder. The laughing comes to a halt. A knife, huh? I like your style, kid. Here, check mine out. The guard's muscles suddenly tense up. His grip loosens. Greg falls to the grass, snatches his diary, and crawls away. The guard falls forward, revealing a shiny knife pressed firmly in his bag. The knife has a shiny gold handle with a portrait of a naked Lola Bunny taped to it. Lola Bunny's tits.
Do you want me to read this part?
Can I read this part?
Yeah, you go for it.
Yes, go for it.
Lola Bunny's tits are obscenely large. So large, in fact, I'd imagine her back would hurt when she walks. I'm not personally a fan of large breasts, but to each his own, I guess. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the story, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe.
I totally forgot that we were going to have to read that when I wrote it.
Yeah.
Monica's watching from afar as the pair run towards her.
Hurry!
They continue to run through the White House lawn. Interior, Bill's private bathroom. The bathroom glistens in cleanliness. The three stand in front of the mirror, soaking wet. They're wringing out their clothing. Monica stares longingly at her reflection, allowing the water droplets to fall from her body onto the tile floor. After a long pause, she reaches into her handbag and pulls out a waterproof pouch. She opens it and takes out a book. Her biography, Monica's story. On the front cover, there is a headshot of her. She looks at her picture, looks back at the mirror, and then back down to the book. She closes her eyes as she shoves the book back into her pouch. A shallow puddle of tears form and fall from her collapsed eyelids. Greg and Jared Leto Joker stare at her with concerned expressions on their faces. It is unclear where the tears begin and the toilet water ends. Monica wipes away her tears and sniffles. She turns towards the bathroom door.
Thanks for helping me out, guys. Let's get this done.
Okay, wait, can I just say, I don't think Greg has any more dialogue in the rest of this script.
Interior Oval Office. Bill Clinton sits at his desk with his legs up. He's wearing sweatpants and ripping a saxophone solo. It's sick as fuck. He lets out one final screeching note before pulling the instruments away from his lips. He lets out a sigh with a big smile on his face. He uncaringly chucks the saxophone across the room into a large trash can overflowing with other discarded saxophones. It goes directly in. Bill jolts up from his seat and stands on the desk in a triumphant pose.
It's good to be Bill!
Bill turns 180 degrees with a goofy smirk on his face. He flashes finger guns to nobody.
Hey, that's Mr. President to you.
Bill laughs as he sits back down in his chair. The door opens and Hillary Rodham Clinton, 48, walks in. She sports a formal purple jumpsuit and has a large stack of papers in her hand. She is thumbing through the papers and mumbling to herself. Bill jumps up from his chair and throws his arms into the air. A gaping grin runs across his face.
Hillary! You'll never guess what I just did!
Hillary doesn't look up from the stack of papers. She has an uninterested expression.
Another half-court saxophone free throw, nothing but net.
My third one this week! Gosh, maybe I'll try out for a basketball team once they finally let me out of here. What do you think, honey? You think old Bill could play for the Lakers?
Hillary slams the papers down on the desk and looks up at Bill. Her expression and demeanor remain monotone.
You have a meeting with the head of the FBI in an hour, Bill. At least put some damn pants on this time.
Bill's smile becomes sly as he raises his eyebrows.
What do you mean, honey? The head of the FBI is standing right here.
Bill whips around 180 degrees, once again touting finger guns.
That's female body inspector, baby.
Hillary rolls her eyes and turns towards the door. She begins walking, but Bill whips around, hurdles over the desk, and runs around Hillary, blocking her exit.
Where are you going, honey? You got a meeting with the FBI right now.
Bill reaches down to Hillary's waist and pulls her in close. He closes his eyes and puckers up his lips. He's making comically loud smooching noises as his face gets closer and closer to Hillary's. Right as they are about to make contact with her cheek, Hillary once again rolls her eyes and pushes Bill off of her. She walks past him.
Give it a rest, Bill. Go make yourself decent.
Bill reaches out to her and starts to say something, but the door slam cuts him off. Bill looks down at the ground and lifts himself up. He strolls back to his desk. As he looks down at his pants, he looks troubled.
What are we gonna do about you now, little Bill?
Bill talks back to himself in a high-pitched voice.
I don't know, Bill. Hey, that's Mr. President to you. Sorry, Mr. President. If only there was someone else who could take care of me. You know, hold me.
Bill Clinton's face becomes increasingly euphoric.
Yeah. Kiss me? Yeah. Someone whose only desire is to make me feel the most pleasure of.
Bill's beet red face looks up. He's sweating profusely and a vein is bulging out of his skull. He's breathing heavily.
Yes! Yes, Lord Jesus, yes!
Bill stands, screaming into the heavens. He looks like he's barely balancing.
Gosh darn it, I'm the president. I deserve whatever, whoever it is I want in this beautiful, God-given land of the free.
Bill takes long, meaningful strides towards his desk. He grabs the phone and yanks it up to his ear. He uses his entire fist to punch in a number. He breathes heavily into the phone, which faintly rings in his ear. A voice is heard on the other end.
Send in one of the interns.
The door immediately swings open and Monica is standing there.
Well, that was mighty quick.
Bill's excited expression disappears for a moment. His eyes shift from side to side before quickly putting a smile again.
Well, come on in.
Monica steps into the room and the door shuts behind her.
What do you need, Mr. President?
Hey, Mr. President was my father. Call me Bill. Come on, why don't you sit down in that chair?
Monica shuffles over to the chair across from Bill. As she starts to sit down, Bill interjects. He is outfitted with the grin of a horny schoolboy.
Nuh-uh.
Bill pulls a hidden chair out from his side of the desk and positions it right next to him. He nods excitedly.
This chair.
Monica looks at Bill for a moment before standing upright and walking over to the chair next to him. She sits down and looks over at Bill. His face is shining.
I know why you called me here, Bill.
The joy evaporates from Bill's face.
Huh? What are you talking about? I just thought it'd be nice to get to know.
It's okay, Bill. I'm okay with it. Why don't you go freshen up? Take a nice long shower for me.
Bill springs up from his chair and runs out of the door. The sound of his footsteps fade as he runs down the hall. Monica sits in silence. The sound of running water faintly fills the room. The door springs open to reveal Greg and Jared Leto Joker with young Monica, 22. She is writhing about in an attempt to break free.
Let go of me! What's going on?
Monica, I need you to listen carefully, okay? I don't have much time.
What? Who are you? Are you my grandma or something?
I'm you from the future. You are going to make a big mistake tonight.
What are you talking about?
The president is going to try and seduce you. I know you think you want it now, but I promise that it will haunt you for the rest of your life.
You're the people who killed all those guards earlier, aren't you? You're absolutely crazy. Either leave now, or I'm going to call security on you.
I didn't want to do this, but you forced my hand.
Monica sighs and pulls the book from the waterproof pouch. She hands it to young Monica. Young Monica grabs the book from her hands and flips through the pages. Her eyes fill with fear and disbelief.
The choice lies in your hands.
Joker looks at his pocket watch. He'll be done showering soon. We should go.
I know. No matter what, I always love... Oh, fuck. I know. No matter what, I love you.
Monica, Greg Heffley, and Jared Leto run out of the office. The water turns off. Young Monica looks down at the book.
Miss Intern? Miss Intern?
The door opens to reveal a freshly cleaned Bill Clinton. As he gazes into the room, he sees no one but a lone book on the floor. The book slowly dissolves into dust. As the dust fades, a knife is exposed. Holy shit. He walks up to the knife and picks it up off the floor. He examines it. There's a small picture of nude Lola Bunny taped to the knife. Her breasts are still unprecedentedly large. Bill's face turns from a dull frown to a bright ecstasy. He begins bobbing up and down as he walks towards his desk, dropping his bath towel along the way. He sits down at the chair and looks at his pelvis.
Well, little Bill, looks like you and me just found a new playmate.
Bill reaches down and begins to furiously masturbate. With his other hand, he's rubbing the breasts of Lola Bunny. Huge tits aren't my thing personally, but they most certainly are Bill's. His tongue drips with drool as it hangs down the side of his mouth. His legs kick up into the air as he lets forth an operatic melody. His ejaculate erupts onto his chest and face at such a force that it sounds like fireworks. Bill Clinton jumps up onto his desk, penis becoming progressively softer. He smiles and spreads his arms out like an eagle. All of the discarded saxophones spring to life, and begin to play the national anthem in unison.
Happy 4th of July, everybody! God bless America!
The staff of the White House burst through the doors and applaud. Cut to exterior bookstore day. Copies of a book titled The First Lady's First Lady, the story of a powerhouse political couple, are displayed at the front of the bookstore. Interior bookstore day. A hand wearing a wedding ring picks up a copy of the book. Sunlight bounces off of the wedding ring, fade to black. Sorry, I thought we were still outside. Wow, guys. Wow.
Oh
Just
my God.
fucking wow. These just get crazier and crazier.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude, I feel like we're actually gonna get so good at script writing that then we just come up with our own characters and just, you know.
Write a movie, maybe?
Yeah, write a real movie?
Should I go into great detail? Should we have the whole scene? Bill begins furiously. Bill chokes his. Bill. His tongue. I want it to be like disgusting.
Bill.
His tongue hangs out. His tongue. Oh wait. His tongue drips with drool
His legs kick up into the air, his feet feeling the breeze.
Up into the air as he lets forth an operatic note. He is rubbing the breasts of Lola Bunny.
and then
Are my thing, but they most certainly are Bill's. His ejaculate erupts onto his chest and face at such a force that it sounds like
A gunshot.
a gunshot.
Like, no, that it sounds like the 4th of July. God bless America.
No, what if Bill Clinton stands up, looks at the camera, and says, "Happy holidays, everybody!" Bill Clinton jumps up
I'm
onto
so
his jumps up onto his desk,
oh my gosh.
penis becoming progressively softer. He smiles
I gotta get up for a second.
and
I gotta walk
spreads
this one off.
his arms out like an
Like an eagle.
Like an eagle.
like an eagle,
Why is eagle capitalized?
because it's a beautiful animal. It's our nation's bird, okay? And then he's just gonna say, "Happy 4th of July, everybody." Well, actually, no, we'll take this out. I'll be like, "Happy 4th of July, everybody. God bless America." All of the discarded saxophones spring to life and
Like the one decaying
begin to play the national anthem. Anthem in unison. How about the staff of the White House burst through his doors and applaud?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
No, we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're done.
Cafe